Hey loves, so this video is about to be about confidence. Okay, we're talking about confidence. And the reason why I'm taking my time with this one is because I know confidence is a thing. Okay, I'm a true believer that confidence can be found in many places and spaces, but not all confidence is good confidence. Let me say that again. Not all confidence is good confidence, all right? I'm talking about divine confidence, the confidence that comes from within. Now, confidence can come from many places. Confidence can come from the ego, and the ego is based in identity. Now, around here, we don't make an enemy of the ego. The ego is important. You need the ego. The ego holds information for you and is always available to you to check in with yourself, to be able to look at the things you've done, who you've been, and what's happened in the past. It helps you navigate also, right? But the ego cannot lead the way because the ego only has the information that it has attained from experience. It cannot see beyond. It cannot see ahead. It cannot see who you're becoming, okay? Which is why the ego can become a limitation for people, because we are holding on to an identity that we have been. We can't see who we're becoming, right? So let me tell you something about ego confidence, right? Ego confidence will have you comparing yourself with others. It will have you limiting the potential of who you can become by telling yourself that you are somebody because of the identity you hold. So that could be the money you make. That could be who you know and what you do. Your identity, your personality to a degree, right? Your identity is not who you are. Baby, I would like you to try something with me right now, okay? I want you to imagine you lost all the money that you have. I want you to imagine you don't have your name, you don't have your background. You don't, you don't have those things that you stand on that give you confidence. You don't have those. So who are you now? Without your name, without what you do, who are you? You are a divine being. Your soul is beautiful. Your soul is all-knowing and all-powerful. That heart space within you that connects you to the people that you can't even see, that connects you to the world and everything within it, because you are the world. Your soul is who you are. The name is given. The things you attain are outside. They're external. The value of you doesn't deplete because of the external things that you don't have. If you lost everything today, you should be able to stand within who you are and say that I am worth more money than you could even quantify. I am the original energy source. I am the abundance, baby. Okay? That is confidence. And that comes from the heart. That comes from the soul. That comes from radical acceptance of all that there is. You understand? So the ego kind of confidence is a kind of confidence that will separate you from others. It will separate you to make yourself feel worthy. It will make you put yourself on a pedestal. So somebody has to be below you or beneath you or seem like they have less for you to feel confident about who you are. Huh? Maybe your social settings makes you feel good because of the rank that you have amongst a group of people. But what if nobody's around? Who are you then? You are still you, baby. Okay? Let me let you know right now, if you feel triggered in this space, you are in a safe space. But the triggers are guiding you to parts of yourself that need healing, need your attention, and understand without the knowledge, sometimes we can fill that space with an ignorance. And that ignorance isn't trying to knock you, baby. I'm just trying to invite you into understanding that there is more of you. I am a reflection of you, baby. There is no judgment here. You are safe. We all have to deal with these shadows. We all have to face ourselves. Okay? And if you feel triggered, it's something that you have to face within yourself. I am safe here. I am safe here, so I can share here. I'm going to share it with you as bold and bluntly as I give it to myself. Okay? No apologies. No apologies. We take accountability around here. Okay? It's a responsibility thing around here. Okay? So, right, let's get back into this confidence. I want you to tap into that beautiful divine energy, that value of you existing, because the world wouldn't be a better place without you. You understand me? The world would not be a better place without you. We need you. We need you to be you. We need you to be you authentically. And the only way you can do that is once you get to know yourself. You have to get to know yourself to show up authentically. All the things about yourself that you might have morphed and tried to dim and put in a box that you only show when you buy yourself. Everybody has each to their own. Okay, there is no one way to be. But it is about whether you suppress yourself and dim your light when you're around others to fit in. You know, that's not confidence. That's actually fear. It's fear of being yourself. It's fear that if you did show up authentically, that maybe you wouldn't be accepted. Maybe you are accepted. The divine accepts you. The divine created you. There is no other way you're supposed to be. And when you start to resonate with authentic people, you will recognize that they don't want you to be anyone else either. And anybody who makes you feel less than isn't for you. It's about honoring you. It's about honoring your own path, baby. I don't want nothing less. Let me be more of me, please. Can I be all of me? Don't ask no questions. It's not a question. It needs to be a non-negotiable. You be all of you or nothing. Take your ass up out of there. Come up out of that space if it ain't for you. It's a beautiful thing. And I want everyone to have their own access to this. This is what the divine work is about. You deserve it. You are deserving of all that you desire. Every one of your wishes, every one of your desires is to be fulfilled. I feel it within my heart space right now that there is a beautiful revelation taking place. There's a beautiful acceptance it's like a door that's starting to open up that so many people have turned away from just because we are programmed to exist within a society that makes us put ourselves in boxes and hide our authentic selves away because it doesn't fit, right? This whole world is mine. You understand me? I'm not even trying to cuss no bad words. This motherfucker is mine, okay? I was meant to show up in this light, in my beautiful vessel. No negotiations. Huh? How could the world not want this? What? It's a beautiful thing when you know that, when you can walk into spaces and realize that if I wasn't me, baby, this place would be what would it be? What would it be without me? Ashe, you are beautiful, exactly as you are. And the more you start to tap into that, well, you just start glowing and shit. Okay? And that might look like a journey of solitude. Being able to be alone with yourself and being happy is one of the most blessed gifts any of us could ever receive. Getting to know myself has been the greatest gift for me to realize all the parts of myself that I was trying to give away. I said ourselves. I'm talking about us, baby. I can feel you, okay? All the parts of self that I tried to, shun and dim and relinquish just so that I could fit into something are the most precious parts of me. I couldn't survive without me. All my quirks and my weirdness, all of that. I couldn't live without it. I would die, actually. I think I did die a couple of times. Okay? I died a couple times just to get back to myself. Okay? More than a couple. Okay? For those of you who know about Dark Nights of the Soul, y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? It requires you to the older versions of you to die. You have to look at your old versions of self and confront yourself. You have to confront the parts of yourself that no longer align with who you truly are, who you authentically feel yourself to be. And then you have to release the emotion of how it feels to let go of that part of you. There are versions of you that you have let go of and you don't even realize it. When you start to intentionally do this work, you will notice that these ego deaths come more and more often because you have to let go of parts of yourself so that you can become new parts of yourself. The intention is to become whole, baby. To accept all of you, the dark and the light. This is not love and light, peace, love, and fairy dust. That is not all of it. No, that's not what this journey is about. This journey is about fully accepting yourself. The darkness, it's from the darkness that we birth new life. It's from the death that we come into rebirth. We need all of it. Okay, we need all of that. Give me some more of that. Let's talk about that. I'm coming out my bag a little bit. I like it. Giving y'all some flavor. Okay, because I'm a whole ass character. And it's really beautiful to be able to share these parts of me with you. Share these qualities with you. Parts of myself that I demonized for a very long time. Because I myself was caught up in the ego. Okay? I was dismissing parts of myself because I genuinely felt like I was pretending to be something else. When really and truly, I was just trying to get back to myself. My inner child was screaming for help. Screaming, let me out this box, bitch. Now I can't put it back in, and I wouldn't if I could. Okay. I feel like we've done a lot. We've done a lot right here. Y'all know how I am. For those of you who know, I'm an ADHD baby, as well as a whole lot of character and beautiful sun fairy dust. I said what I said. But yeah, so confidence. Just take the time to start loving on yourself. A lot of the confidence that you are going to come into, that you're about to accept and welcome in, is going to come from you trusting yourself. Trusting yourself completely. Trusting the decisions you make. Trusting how you show up in the world. Trusting that you got your back. Trusting that you can support yourself. You can show up for yourself when those times when you feel most challenged, that you will show up and speak up. We're getting into the throat chakra now. Speaking up, speaking your truth. Showing up as your true, authentic self gives you confidence. You know how Rihanna said, sometimes you gotta fake it. Sometimes you ain't gonna feel like it, but you have to fake it. Okay? Until you do. And you're gonna be all right. There is truth in that. You feel me? Like, showing up for yourself. What I would like to say, how I would like to define that is, when you show up, right? When you don't feel like it, when you ain't feeling so good, okay? But you have set yourself a goal, or you know that you need to show up, and you show up. You don't listen to the fear, you show up. What happens in that moment is you then get to build a relationship with yourself, where you know even when you're not feeling your greatest, you still show up. And what happens when you show up, you realize that you can actually use the information. You experience that things actually go better than you expected. You start to have memories that you can return to of moments where you didn't feel great, but you showed up anyway. And by golly goddamn, you showed up and you showed out. Maybe the first time you weren't feeling so good, but it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. The fear you had created in your mind, it wasn't as bad as you thought it was. In fact, it wasn't bad at all. It was just uncomfortable because it was new. It was just uncomfortable because you hadn't been there before. It was something you hadn't experienced yet. Sometimes we just have to show up. Show up is 98% of the work, if you ask me. Then you can start trusting yourself to just show up and be you. Because I'm here now. I might not be feeling great, but once I get there, everything always goes well, so I ain't even gonna sweat it. Lo and behold, in the future, it no longer becomes an issue for you to show up as that person. You just are. You got the receipts. You got the data now. Now you know the thoughts that you have, the negative sabotage that you experience when you're trying to show up as your true, authentic self. You have your own reservoir. Nobody can tell you who you are because you know who you are. You know who you are when you're feeling the most challenged, and you know who you are when you're feeling confident. You also know who you're becoming. You have a vision that you're working towards that keeps you on the path. Okay. Now we going here and there with what I'm saying, but y'all know we still here. It's all about seeing the truth, being the truth, and allowing yourself to express that. Confidence, baby. Confidence. Confidence is not surface level. Confidence is not external. Confidence is you, your truth, your love, your compassion. That is confidence. Find confidence in love and compassion, and you can take the world over, baby. There is not a soul out there that I don't love. I love you for being who you are. Many people are challenged, many people are going through some things, but I love you for who you are. You are merely having another human experience, and you're making choices through that experience the best you know how. And for those who are out here doing the bad, doing the bad things, understand bad things happen to people, and some people have trouble and challenges to get through these things that then becomes who they are because of the choices they make. It is very much a responsibility thing, because if you are out here doing bad things, I have the intuitive knowing that that is the reality you're living in. It's the frequency you are living in and residing in. It's where you choose things. It's where you're making your choices from. And the love and the light is still there. It's still there. It's just that you may be submerged within darkness. And that's okay. That's just where you are. But you always have the option to choose. Always. Even when you feel the most powerless. Fill your heart with love. Do something kind for someone. Shine a light where there is darkness. Shine a light. Y'all know I'm going. I can keep going. We gonna wrap this up here. The topic was confidence, divine confidence. And I do hope that you are tapping in with this divine confidence. And I wanted to make sure that you had this self-knowing that it is you. It is you that is reflecting right now. It is you. It is you. It's all you. Everything you see, everything you experience is you. Everything you resonate with is you. Everything that is coming into your attraction, into your focus right now is you. You called that in. If you are here, if you are still here with us right now, you called this energy in. You called this frequency in, and it has aligned with you. Trust yourself. Know thyself. And appreciate every reflection. Every reflection allows you to choose who you are and who you are not. It is not for you to have a judgment on anyone or anything outside of yourself. Be the change you want to see. And that's where I'm going to leave that. Ashay. It's a word. Y'all know I love you. We gonna kick it. If you have not subscribed already, make sure you do. Okay, boo-boo. It would be amazing to have you. Because we got growing to do. Okay. And keep shining your beautiful light. Okay. All right, y'all. Deuces.